3 weeks in a row, I left my job early with a headache so crushing I could barely see straight. I was a clinical social worker teaching stress management at a hospital. My dream job, helping people and changing lives. The problem was, I was falling apart. For the 3rd week in a row, I was in my doctor's office. He looked at me and asked, "Carol, what has you so stressed out?" Here I was, the expert, and my doctor was telling me I was failing at managing my own stress. As I walked to my car, I was so confused. I had been using every technique in the book: deep breathing, exercise, meditation, all of it. But I was still barely surviving. Getting in my car, I knocked over my bottle of root beer in the console. I picked it up, saw the pressure build inside, and I thought, this is what life has been doing to me. When it comes to stress management, most people get handed a list. Take a breath, go for a walk. But as useful as that list is, it's missing something fundamental about how stress actually operates. This is what life was doing to me. Every morning alarm, every difficult case, every conflict with a colleague, every email from a boss. I was doing the breathing, I was doing the walking, yet I was still full of pressure. Would you open it? I learned to carry pressure early. When I was just 14, I overheard a conversation I wasn't supposed to hear. My father was dying from cancer. We were a family that didn't talk about things, so I never told anyone what I heard. Instead, I found my own ways to manage. I started stealing alcohol from my parents. I didn't even like the taste, but after a few drinks, the pressure became manageable. I was trying to release what was inside using the wrong tool. The pressure, it never actually went away. It just became something that I learned to carry. I hit my breaking point that day in the car. I realized even though I had been using all the techniques, I was never actually completing the stress cycle. This is what I mean. Look at this antelope. It's not dead. This is freeze activation, survival energy at its peak. The leopard gets scared off, but the stress stays inside that antelope. Watch what happens next. Did you see that? It took a few breaths to signal safe, and then shakes. What you just saw was the physical completion of what researchers call the stress response cycle. Stress isn't just a feeling. It's a biological loop with a beginning, a middle, and an end. We've been taught to manage the leopards in our lives, but we've forgotten how to manage the stress itself. We think that when the leopard leaves, the stress leaves. But the cycle doesn't work that way. It has to be physically finished. We are the only species that keep the predator alive in our bodies long after it's disappeared from our sight. We stay stuck in the middle cycle and move on to our next task with the ghost of that leopard still hidden inside us. That day in my car, I realized I needed to use everything I knew in a different way. 2 steps together in sequence. Step 1, reset. This is called pace breathing, and it resets the body's stress alarm. Try it with me now. We'll breathe in for 5 seconds, then breathe out for 5 seconds, 3 times. And I'll guide you with my little ball. Get ready. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do you notice how your body feels different? That's your nervous system resetting. But if you stop there, the pressure is still trapped inside because we haven't released anything. Step 2, discharge. Release the trapped energy doing something physical. Walk, talk, shake, or my favorite, the dump and destroy. Try it with me now. We'll use our palm and our finger and write in the palm of our hand. Think about something that's been bothering you and write about it. Don't censor it. No one can see it but you. Just write for 10 seconds. Ready? Start. Okay. Now, crunch it up like it's paper. Throw it away, toss it. When we write by hand and then physically discard it, the brain registers this thing I was holding, I'm now letting go. You've just completed the cycle. 2 steps. Reset the nervous system. Discharge the energy. The first week I started doing both steps together, my migraine stopped. For the first time in my life, I wasn't just managing the pressure, I was actually releasing it. Delicious. That's what happens when you properly release the pressure. You get to enjoy what's inside again. That bottle taught me something 30 years in healthcare hadn't. It's not about having zero pressure. Who wants a flat root beer? It's about knowing how to release the pressure before it's controlling you. This week, when life shakes your bottle, and it will, don't wait for later. Do 3 reset breaths, then immediately discharge. Walk, talk, dump and destroy. Complete the cycle. Take back control.